books in the book of Rock River. On page number 1, starting with the ancient of wind and water. There was a lake and a beautiful blue sky with clouds shaped like dogs. And the ancient of wind descended on his little stair steps of clouds onto the land. And ancient of water stair stepped on his water. Man, we are really bored with our lives right now on this land, and we could really use some fun. So, they created a human. This human's name, we have yet to find out. And so this human, he has dark brown hair, nice shoes, and so he's trouncing around the land, and he's hunting for food and drinking from the lake for water. He's generally fairly happy with his life right now. He's getting kind of lonely though, a little bit lonely. Yeah. So he finds a fern, big fern, about 6 feet tall, 3 feet wide. It's orange, and this fern will just yeah, it doesn't have a name either. And
it's a fern named Fern.
Yeah, we'll call him Fern. And so basically, this human is very bored and very lonely, but a happy soul nonetheless. So he and this fern, they become very good friends. He digs up the fern with his bare hands. It takes a long time. Grows old actually doing this. And he now carries this fern in a pot that he made from the earth of this land. So he carries around this pot, he hunts for food. The fern can help him hunt by using its in tune with nature's senses to tell him where the elk and the deer are. And so anyways, this fire just goes rampant. Has no stopper, no barrier. It's too strong to be stopped. And he's running away from this wildfire. He has to drop the fern. They part forever as the fern smolders and dies. And this wildfire comes to an end as the ancient of water rises from its lake and says, "This is too sad to be true." He puts out the fire and says to the wind, the ancient of wind, we've got to change something here. So basically, the ancient of wind, ancient of water, they go around the land looking for the human who has been lost forever without his fern. He is lost, and they try to call him back to where his origin was by using a dance. And I'll show you this dance. Time didn't even know they existed. He really didn't know where he came from at all. And they tell him, yeah, we created you and we're sorry about your fern. They all kind of cry together. Small puddle on the ground. It soon evaporates. And the ancient of wind says, you know what? I have all this power right here in my palms. So he creates a monsoon. Him and the ancient of wind, they flooded earth. And the human, he finds a way, finds some way. Over the course of months it is still flooded. And eventually, as the earth dries up, some of the water is retained. Cuts grooves through the earth. And at the top of these rivers that are formed, ancient of wind and water, human gets food and water from this great big river.